Hello and what is going on, boys and girls? Welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are doing well, because today I'm feeling pumped. We're coming straight off the back of the last episode and I'm still out here, and today my main goal is to at least get the main structure for the new hut up and going today. So it's 9 o'clock in the morning. I was supposed to go to Melbourne today, but things changed. I wanted to get this done because I came out yesterday and I was devastated to see that this, was on the ground, and there's a lot of wood, right? That's a lot of wood. Now, none of this is being cut down out of these trees. It's all deadfall, all trees that I found on the ground. So that's only one little pile. Like, I've got more piles here, a little bit more over there, some more over here, so it's gonna be good. But anyway, so basically what I'm going to be doing for this design is, like I said in the last video, and if you haven't seen that, it'll be down in the description below, by the way. So like I said, I'm going to do a lean-to. So the front wall here, the front wall is staying with the door, the window, everything. That's just going to be put on hold, right? But today, main focus is getting the shelter a main frame. So what I'm going to do is, along this back end, I'm going to come down on a slope, but it's not going to go all the way to the ground. It's going to have a wall at the back, so it's going to be slightly raised and then go up on an angle back up to the front wall here. So yeah, I reckon I'll get a couple of bits of logs, one of the logs out there, cut them in half, and I'm going to try and put it in the ground. I'll make a wedge out of it, put it into the ground, and yeah, that'll be the start of the structure. So let's find the perfect log for that and we'll get right into it. Alright, so I've pretty dodgily made a bit of a spike here. Now, before it goes in the ground, I'll get it up a bit sharper and that. But let's put it into position and we'll cut it in half, and that way we can hit it in the ground. So using this pickaxe, I've dug a little bit of a hole, and I'm gonna go get some rocks. So we're gonna fill it in, and I'm gonna push all this dirt in. Now, I was cut off a bit of a nice clean edge here, so we can sort of dampen it. So I'll push it down, stamp it in, make sure it's nice and tight around here, especially with all the rocks in there. So this, like I said, roughly about hip height. So yeah, all right, so I'm gonna go find some rocks. Surely it's not that hard. I actually haven't seen any, to be honest, but yeah, so let's get some rocks, chuck in this hole, and yeah, see how we go. All right, so the first pole's in, nice and, well, shouldn't say steady because I don't know how steady it's going to be, but I am going to make a like a wedge or maybe a line up to there just to hold it tight until I can place another one behind it to make it even stronger. So now we're going to put this big beam up on top, but might try and carve a little triangle wedge into it just to slot it in there, make sure it doesn't roll off the edges and all that. But realistically, I probably should have burnt around the bottom of that log there. That way, because what you do is you burn it, and that way it stops, say, it makes it just a little bit tougher for insects to, chew it away and rot it away like that one. And also stops the water, rather than the water soaking into the log itself, the water sort of, bounces off it, sort of thing, But anyway, so let's put that on there and see how we go. All right, so I probably should have put this on camera, but I wasn't sure if it was going to work or not. So what I've done here is I couldn't figure out a binding technique to make it nice and tidy on here, nice and strong. So what I've done is got this additional pole here, cut a wedge about almost halfway through it, just to sort of pull it from here to here and here, all down into here. Now I'm probably gonna have to support it from some upward support, but I think that'll do. But yeah, so now I'm gonna insert that back end support again, and then we're gonna dig the next hole and work on the next rafter. I could have sworn I had this line up, but yeah, I don't know if the GoPro can see this, but so that's supposed to be here. This pole here is supposed to be about here. But I'm not digging a bloody hole because my arms are sore. So we're gonna have to make it work anyway. Should be right. But instead of going for the full roof made out of logs this time, just so it doesn't have so much weight on top, again, I'm gonna run a tarp across the top, and then I'm gonna run maybe 6 branches, like sort of separated in between, and then so it'll still be waterproof and it'll still have the look of the logs on top, but then I might try and weave like other little sticks in there, some bark, just to make it look a little bit more natural, like a natural shelter looking thing. But yeah, let's pound this into the ground a bit, match the same height as that, try and find another branch. That's going to be an issue. So this bit of wood here, it actually has a decent bit of flex, whereas that one here where the GoPro is currently sitting on is it's a really hard wood, so there is little to no flex in that whatsoever. But so what I'm going to have to do, about here somewhere, I'm going to have to chuck a support in, but I might chuck in a couple, not super sure, but I'll chuck one on that side as well. I might chuck one right in the middle here, right here. That way we can do a beam straight across here. And yeah, so I'll grab the GoPro so you guys can see. So it's actually taken a bit of shape now. So you can see starting to come together, starting to get there. Whoops. All right, so don't know if you guys can hear it. It's just starting to rain again, but as you guys just seen, the main structure is in place. Now, I've only got 18% left on my battery, so I'm probably gonna have to go home, call it a day, just because it's starting to rain. I might come back out later. Tomorrow morning, I'll definitely be back out. I'll bring the tarp, I'll secure in all 4 of the corners here, and then we'll put in the middle support beams, and then the one across the middle as well, just to sort of strengthen it. We need that structural integrity to be as strong as we possibly can make it. But so far, I'm pretty happy with the progress so far. Like, it's probably only been, I think, like 4 or 5 hours just to get all this to go. But yeah, so all we need to do tomorrow, chuck in another angled beam to make sure all the support is pushed uphill. But yeah, so let's get back to this in the morning. So bloody, it started raining, so I went back into my car, got to my car, and it stopped raining, so I grabbed the tarp out of my car, and I come back. As soon as I got here, it just smashed down. So we're gonna stay out here anyway. So I grabbed the tarp. It's a decent sized tarp here. Now, I think, oh, this is the biggest tarp that I've got, so I actually reckon we're probably gonna be like 1 or 2 feet short. So yeah, let's see how we go. Alright, so it's all nice and tight now. So you can see there is a tiny little gap. I thought it was going to be a couple foot off, but that's not too bad. We can cover that with logs later on, or even a smaller tarp. But you can see here, I've just made a small little channel. It goes off and down here, so that way all the water runs out. So I honestly don't think I can do any more work on the hut today. So I might have to actually call it a day here. I hope I'm not talking too loud. It just sounds like I have to talk louder because of the rain on the tarp here. But I'm hoping I can get out of the bush with my car. So yeah, anyway, I'll see you guys in the morning, right? Welcome back, guys. It's just gone 9 AM. I've been out here for more than, oh, I think coming up 2 hours. But had breakfast over at the fire pit there with a couple of blokes that stayed here the night, and spoke to them about him, my hut. And yeah, so far, so we're still standing, but only problem is I can see right here, look at this. Oh, that is full of water. So we're gonna have to try and tip that out and try and find a way to prevent this from slatching so much. Might even run a few more beams across, I reckon, and that should lift it up above it. All right, so let's get back into it. All right, so as you can see behind me, I've chucked in 1, 2, and now 3 support beams. It's sturdying it up a bit and making the tarp a little bit more less of a, you know, flexible. Well, it's less flexible, but I'm gonna have to redo the tarp. I mean, I've done a pretty good job to get that up during the rain, but yeah, I just can't believe it. It was pissing down rain yesterday. Now there's not a single bloody cloud in the sky. So it should be a good day. All right, so for someone who's had zero experience in construction, I've done really damn well. I'm pretty impressed with this. Now, I was, you know, the other one was adequate. It was all right. But this, I'm really impressed with it. Like, check out this especially. Like, this is flush. Like, I done this by eye, single cut, first cut, bang, got it. This one over here, it's a little bit out, but it still does the job. Like, you can see, it's pretty damn good. The whole thing's holding up. I've added an additional support pole here. I'm gonna probably add one in the middle here, but I don't want to add too much to bring in too much weight on the roof. And then, so in the next video, the goal is to work on the wall, the side walls and the back wall. So rather than stack them up like I was on this wall here at the front, I'm gonna lay them side by side so they're all vertical. I'm gonna place them all along. It'll require a lot less tying, a lot less stressful work and trying to make sure they stay up and that. But yeah, I'm pretty impressed. Now, if you guys want to, you know, see more of this content or even follow on the hut's progression, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that notification button so you get notified anytime I upload. Or if you really want to, you can join my Facebook page, follow me on Instagram, and yeah, all information will be down in the description. So anytime I upload, I post on them. And yeah, on my Instagram I post a little bit of a backstory on, you know, a little sneak peeks and that. So if you want to follow me on there, feel free to. But anyway, hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.